Hey guys, it's Tashina, the Wishing Moon. Happy January. I want to pull a few cards just for each set of signs. I'm going to start with water first. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I'll probably pull maybe 2 cards for each sign. Okay, let's see. So overall for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So basically this energy talks about a kind of a immature, petty, a fire sign could be involved. Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's talk more about this Page of Wands in reverse. It talks about someone who is potentially aggressive, immature, someone who has a bad self-image, someone who feels like they're a victim. So it's like this victimhood that you might be feeling. It also talks about maybe a start, a beginning that could have started, but then was like ended quickly. It talks about someone who takes risks without thinking things through. So it's a really quick action. If it is someone that you're dealing with, it's someone who could be very stubborn and indecisive, and like it has like some problems, some complex problems, or not complex, but necessarily, but like they're not someone with issues. Okay, so we're talking about some fire sign with issues, basically. And yeah, so that's kind of like the energy. And if it's you, that could be your energy for this month, for January. But I'm going to pull out one for each, a few cards for each sign, and we'll kind of talk about what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in the deck for January. I'm using the Gilded Tarot cards. I'm going to pull this back a little bit so you can see me shuffle if you'd like. So let's start with Pisces, okay? So Pisces, general energy for Pisces, 2018, January. Oh, look at that. I got a card that was the other way. Oh, goodness. Okay, Pisces, so you're coming into the month feeling like you need to take a break. Feeling like disappointed and maybe something hasn't come to light that needed to happen. I've got the moon kind of in the background here, and it could be really relating to the full moon that's going on, you know, the 2 full moons in January. So it could be like during that time, maybe you really taking stock during the time of the full moons. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. There you go. Like that's good. Probably like one more. Whoops. I keep going too fast. All right. Never mind. Anyway. Okay. So, Knight of Swords too. Again, another like stopping. Someone comes in with some mental, or it could be you with all this mental activity. They're both really in your head kind of cards. So you're really thinking about things, really contemplating in January. The Knight of Swords, it feels like you came in with an idea, or someone comes in with an idea and you're just not into it. Like you're just like, nah, I'm good. Like I'd rather just like sit here in my bed. So let's see. All right, Page of Cups. That could be you. Again, your energy could be this person who does not want to offer any love. Like you just don't have the energy. and you feel really burdened even in January. So Pisces, there's some need to let go of some burdens, and it could be with a air sign. Okay, air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, so there's need to release some burden. There's some burdens revolving around some kind of in your head kind of thing, and not wanting to offer any kind of love to the situation. I'm pull one more card, and actually I don't think I have the cards I want, so hang on just a second. All right, Pisces, so I'm back, and I realize I have a deck of cards that I have yet to use, and I'm pretty excited about them. I totally forgot I had them. I got them like before Christmas. Anyways, the Animal Totem Tarot. I don't know much about them, so we'll just kind of pull one card, and I'll read a little bit, but we'll see like what your animal energy is for January. The other day, actually, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before, I think it was on New Year's Day. I was driving and saw a fox, this huge fox actually, run across the road, and it just like chilled out. I slowed down to try and take a picture of it and stuff, but I couldn't get it. But it just like kind of chilled out across the road and watched me. It was really interesting. I was like, man, I must be bringing in some fox energy for January, you know? All right. Pisces. Pisces. Message for Pisces. Ah, too many. Message for Pisces. I saw a horse in there, though, just so you know. Pisces. There we go. That's your energy. There we go. So you got a piggy. Queen of Pentacles. And let's see. There you go. Queen of Pentacles. So she looks happy. Happy as a pig, you know, and crap. So, you know, you've got all this like negativity going on, but maybe don't feel so bad about everything that's going on. You got not negativity necessarily, but you have some burdens. You've got, you know, maybe it's something that you don't mind. Maybe your goal is to become this Queen of Pentacles where you're taking care of people and being the grounded one for January. You know, maybe it's time to get your money in shape, and you know that's your advice. Let's see. Let's read. Okay, Pisces. I don't even know where anything is in this book. We're looking at the Queen of Pentacles. Queen, there we go. Pig. It literally says pig. Okay. Yeah. It says pig energy has long been associated with an abundance of good fortune. In China, people plan years in advance to have children in the year of the pig. In Celtic culture, the sow or pig is considered auspicious. No matter how you slice it, slice of bacon, piggies are very lucky and they know it, which is why they are always the first to treat themselves to some me time. Oh, there you go. There's your message. Queen of Pentacles wants you to stop making excuses as to why your time isn't important enough for you. Why is it you can free up time for others but not for yourself? Okay, I think we're done. So basically telling you that's the burden, okay? Not giving yourself the time you need. That's it. There you go. For January, that's what you need to work on. Some time for yourself. Okay, next sign. We're gonna do, I guess we'll do Scorpio. Scorpio next. And did I tell you I'm using Gilded Tarot and the Morgan Greer deck here. That one, these little minis. And then the animal totems, okay? So we'll start with Scorpio. All right, I'm gonna try that once more. I think we're gonna back this up a little bit. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, January 2018, messages for Scorpio, general messages for Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, messages for Scorpio, 2018, January. Oh. Scorpio, we start off with Temperance. So something needs balanced, or you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Let's see what needs, let's see if it needs balancing. Oh, we're talking about another person. Scorpio. Ah, there we go. Okay. So something in your home life needs to be balanced, or you're doing a really good job with balancing your home life. They're both upright. It's kind of showing that there is whatever you're doing in January looks good. Like, keep going, keep doing it. Whatever you're doing that's making your home life happy. Like, you've got a kid in there, you've got animals, you've got just as I said that, of course. Rest. So maybe balance with some rest. Taking a break. Okay. Oh, we got two. All right. I feel like I'm not sure if they came out. I may shuffle again because I'm not sure if they came out upright or reversed. And that one was a tough one. Okay. Here's one. Okay. The Fool. Okay. So, Scorpio. Your message is finding the balance between the adventure part of you and the part that wants to settle down and be a family, you know? So when the Fool is reversed, it's like something is blocking you from taking the risk and taking the leap. And I feel like you are trying to decide between this part of you that wants to like have this happy family, but also wants to be this fool, wants to be this like adventurer. And you're not really sure. Ah, there you go. I was talking about fox energy, right? Okay. So you got two. Ten of Wands and the Magician. So really this is the fight right here. The fight between the two energies in your life in January. The energy of the fox, you know, this cunning animal who wants to, like, you know, it's the guy who wants to like play at night, you know, and he's a hunter. And then this Ten of Wands, which it looks like a snail. Maybe it's a snail. And that's definitely, wouldn't you think that's definitely more of an emotional, more of a, almost more of a stagnant feeling, like a more stable, more secure. So I'm guessing that this is like you guys are trying to decide between these two parts of yourselves. There could be, like I said, it could be a Sagittarius involved. That's the only sign I really get in here. Trying to find these cards is not easy. I mean, I kind of need an index or something. They're not separated in the book very easily. Okay, here's a fox. Let's talk about the fox, okay? No matter what the outer world looks like, both the fox and the magician know there is more available to them from the world they live in than what the physical eye can see. In the deep winter forests, there would appear to be very little to nourish a grown fox. Everything is covered in deep snow. Yet it is what cannot be seen that feeds the hungry fox. By tapping into his expanded senses, the fox is able to hear movement deep under the snowpack, and with one swift movement, he can propel himself into the air. He does this with enough force that when he lands, he nabs himself a nice bite to eat, fresh from under the deep, compacted snow. So I mean, it's winter time here. It's snow. This is relevant. He knows just how important it is to keep polishing his magic. For just like the fox, the magician knows that the real magic happens in the unseen, much like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. That's interesting. Okay, so I feel like it's telling you that you have the skills, you have the tools. So I feel like that, like I said, I still feel like these are the choices you make. And so this is you having all the tools and skills and being this fox, being this hunter, being able to manifest whatever you need. Uh, so I guess the question is, if you were the magician and you can choose anything, what would you do? Would it be this happy home, this, settled life, or would it be something else? Would it be something more free and travel, All right, let me look for the Ten of Wands. There we go. Should be right here. Ten of Swords. Oh, I see how they do it now. Okay. It's really complicated. They make it way more complicated a book. Okay, it's snail. By the way, the Ten of Wands is snail. Snails are such interesting little creatures with their spiral shells and their slimy trails, not to mention their ability to put their whole body into their shell and back out again. So, I mean, Scorpio, come on. Have you ever noticed how right after the rain you see an abundance of snails in the garden? This is because snails don't travel in the rain or in extreme cold or in the heat, for that matter. They wait until they have the perfect set of conditions to travel in. Ah, funny. So you're waiting. That's what your waiting is. You're waiting. You're being like you're tempering your time. You're waiting and being gentle with your time because you are waiting for the perfect timing with your family stable and everything to be able to have this ability to do this traveling. Okay, got it. The Ten of Wands lets you know, so there's some stuff going on underneath the unseen, so underneath the surface that's happening, that you may be doing some secretive, like almost feels like secretive movements towards creating something bigger for yourself or some opportunity for traveling. Let's see. Ten of Wands lets you know that you have traveled to the end of the suit of wands. With each card, you learn a new lesson, and now you hold its power inside of you. But to know if you truly understand this power, you first have to lay down the physical wands. From this point forward, there is no need to continue carrying the past around with you. The conditions are now right for you to unburden yourself and start a fresh journey. So, I mean, this is really all about this journey that you want to take. It could be a physical journey because of these wands, but certainly, even if it's a physical journey, it's going to be the spiritual journey as well, where you're just waiting for the timing to be right. So January is like this moment of like the pieces starting to fall into place and you're setting yourself up for it. You're taking this moment to do the unseen things in quiet to have it like have the stable life moving forward. But the stable life is not going to be just a quiet, life. It's going to be full of risks and adventure, and that's what you're actually trying to like balance. All right, Scorpio, great month. I think you guys are really going to do some real awesome soul searching this month, which will be really nice. Cancer's next. Okay, let's see. So Cancer January. All right, I'm not going to move the camera anymore. We'll just leave it like this. Cancer January. Energies for Cancer January 2018. Oh my goodness. Some cards are different ways. Okay. So we start off with the Wheel of Fortune. That's some karmic stuff going on. It could be a karmic relationship you're in, some karma that's needs to be done. It could be the wheel has now cleared out some karma. I know, I thought I saw some cards that were flipped the wrong way, but maybe that was the only one. All right. The Wheel of Fortune is a good luck card. Luck is changing. It's going your way. It is, the wheel is moving. There we go. I got two more. Okay. Page of Swords. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, and I just peeked at the bottom of the deck. I usually don't, but I did get a Page of Cups in the bottom. Just telling me water signs we're on the right track. Okay, so there could be a karmic cycle with a air sign. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There could be a letdown of energy, like an emotional letdown for January, where you thought something was going to be a happy home, but it turns out it let you down somehow. Okay, let's talk about this Page of Swords energy a little bit. It speaks about someone who does not spare your feelings. If it's your energy, Cancers, it's that you're no longer holding in the truth. You know that in order for things to change, you need to speak. Oh man, burdens again. So January, there could be some burdens around the home, some holding on to your money really tightly, maybe maybe even holding on to a relationship that you don't need to be holding on to any longer with an air sign, because the karmic cycle needs to come to an end. There's no happy home involved in this with this. So yeah, something about this air sign and like your home life feeling like it's a burden. Maybe it could be a child. It could be one of your children. It doesn't have to be that way, but this is a younger energy, and it is talking about, so maybe a child wants money from you and that feels like a burden, and you're feeling kind of like taken advantage of. That could be the energy. It could be that someone that you're in a relationship with asks you for money and you're like, wow, like I can't, you don't want to give them the money because it's like that's a burden to you, to do that you know what I mean, to give your money, that would be burdening you and your family. So, yeah, it could be something you're holding on to a little, like I said, a little tight, and a relationship that needs to end its course. I feel like most cancers actually have done most of that, but there could be, you know, some kind, it could be a friendship. It doesn't necessarily feel like it feels like family or friend that needs to be, like, there, a boundary needs to be set. That's what it feels like some kind of boundary with money and with your home, that needs to be set for January. So, like, this page, this air sign is someone that's going to, like, I don't know, like almost like encroach on like your home or something. Maybe they want to crash at your house, or they want, you know, they're overstaying their welcome, or they're asking you for too much, or like, you know, you're feeding them too much. I don't know. There's a part of it that feels like resentment, like you start to feel resentful about what they're doing to you. And it's a karmic cycle that needs to end. So you need to actually step up and tell them, these are my boundaries within my home, you know, I don't want you to cross them anymore. And that's the, like, part of January for you. Like, you have to do that. Um, all right, Cancer. I think we are done. I wish you a good January. These are not love readings. I did some love readings earlier already, and I probably will do another set. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, I wish you a good January. Good full moons to you guys. It's pretty exciting, January. And if you want to contact me, I'm at thewishingmoon.com. I also want to show you just this deck here. I just happen to have it out still. So, oh my goodness. You know what, Cancer? I didn't even pull. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to pull an animal totem for you guys. So I'm going to do one more for Cancer. My crabbies. I'm a Cancer sun. I know how you guys are feeling. I know I've been like checking out the moon nonstop. It's amazing. It's been amazing. The supermoons, the supermoon we've had. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, I could have, like, if it wasn't like, I don't know, 10 degrees, I could have went outside and slept under it. So cool. Okay, so Cancer 2018, January. Any messages? Messages for Cancer. I forget what was on the table, but okay, we'll just kind of read what it says. Ah, there's a card. Oh, we got two. Okay. Let's see. Ace of Swords. It's a panda bear. And the Five of Pentacles, which looks like, I don't know, maybe like dead animals. I don't know. There's like Five of Pentacles. That's like being left out in the cold. And Ace of Swords is like a new start in a mental realm. So that's exciting. But maybe coming out from being left in the cold. Okay, so let's do the Ace. Let's do the Five of Pentacles first. So we'll end on a good note. Five of Pentacles. Let's see. I found the... These are like, seriously, I don't know who designed this book. They're gorgeous cards, but man, they are not easy to navigate. Okay. They're called Raccoon Dog. The Five of Pentacles, this card. This guy here, Raccoon Dog, okay? And it says, unless you are heavily into fur or the fur trade, there is a good chance you have never, ever heard of the Raccoon Dog. This small canid is used extensively in the fur industry and made headlines recently when it was found that some designers were using raccoon dog fur and trying to pass it on as faux fur. The Five of Pentacles warns you of the repercussions of your decisions, yet at the same time it lets you know that looks can be deceiving. Sure, the cart loaded with dead raccoon dog pelts looks ominous, but it means that the trappers will be able to feed their families at least for another night or two. The Five of Pentacles tells you that right now your situation serves you. Find out how and why you cling to this energy and when you will be able to come in from the cold. So, okay. So January, I feel like your theme is kind of being clinging onto something that is not working for you, but you feel like in the moment it's the best you can do. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Okay, but end of January is a more positive message, and it's the Ace of Swords. I gotta assume that the panda is gonna be a little bit better. Here we go, Ace of Swords. All right. The great panda likes to eat a lot, and cancers do too. In fact, it spends most of its time, its life eating. You don't get that cuddly, but that cuddly by restricting your calories. The panda spends up to 14 hours a day eating. That's a lot of teeth and jaw action. You could say this guy has a lot to chew on. The Ace of Swords stands upright with its point towards the heavens in the panda's enclosure as a symbol of truth, knowledge, and reason. The truth is, sometimes you have to consume a lot of information before you can attain the knowledge you need to make the appropriate decision. The panda and the Ace of Swords remind us that we don't always get the quick and easy answer. Quite the opposite, actually. You need to take your time, gather all the information you can, and devour it. Wow. So, whatever the situation is that you're holding on to, like I said, it's serving you in some sense, and even though it is a burden, you're okay with that burden for now because this is the best you can do. So until you can grow and gather your information to move on, then stay in the situation where you feel the most comfortable, because it's about contentment and being comfortable. So January is a month of gathering of information, of gathering your forces, gathering your energies to make the big changes that you're going to need to make further down in the year. Okay, so Cancer, wish you an awesome January and the whole year. So again, I'm at thewishingmoon.com. Have a great January. Thank you. Bye.